Hey there, this is Mrs. J. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to look at shape sheet number 1, really object number 6. So I'm going to go ahead and do my approach by, we'll look at the grid spacing, 0.5 inches per square. I'm going to make this rectangle in the back. Then I'm going to add this sort of squarish item and cut it off here. And then I'll add the hole and cut it out last. So let's take a quick look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 5 inches this way and an inch coming forward, easy peasy. When you go to Fusion, please make sure you're working in a folder designated for your shape sheets. Be organized. All right, create a sketch. I'm going to use the XY plane, and I'm going to drag it over a little bit using the pan tool. I can use the rectangle tool for this because it's super easy peasy, and I think we said it was 5, tab 1. That doesn't look right at all. Let me take a look at that picture. Oh, I forgot this way. So 5 on the top, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3.5 inches there. So 3.5. Okay, now we want to finish our sketch. I'm going to hit the isometric view. And I want to extrude this 1 inch. I'm going to go backwards. It really doesn't matter. So -1. There we go. All right, so the next part. We're looking at this object here, and we need to put this piece on the top. Ignore the circle mentally for now. I'm just going to try to add this piece going across the top. So it goes from top to bottom, and then it goes across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way into the 8th box. So that's 4 inches down here. And this one only goes up 1.5 inches, so 0.5 for each of these, right? All right, let's see if we can do this. So back to Fusion. We want to create a sketch, but not using the planes. We want to create the sketch on top of the object. I think this is where people get confused. So don't click these. Click the actual object right here. Whole thing turns gray. All right, we're going to use a line tool. Remember, we're pretending that the circle doesn't exist yet. All right, so I got my line tool. I want to make a line that goes from the top over to, it was 3 boxes, I think it was. Yeah, 1.5 inches. Left click. You can't really tell it's there other than those dots. But make sure it's there. All right, if you're still stuck on that, hit escape and get the line tool again. But if you have the line tool available like I do, come from the top left corner and go down to the origin. Then come across, looks like I have to click it again. Click the line tool, come across 4 inches. There you go. So you see how you have the dots now? Make sure you're getting the lines. I'm going to click on that last dot and come all the way up to where I started. Don't have to measure it. All right. So now I have a closed object. I can finish my sketch. And you can see the outline there when you hover. You know it's solid and you can extrude it when it highlights like this. If it doesn't highlight, you've done something wrong. All right, let's go back to the picture. We want to extrude it. It looks like 2 boxes or 1 inch. Let's do that. You can only extrude when you finish your sketch. So I finished. And then extrude and type 1. We're going to go forward. Okay, so we're almost done. Let's take a look at the front of it. That's how it looks in front. That's how it looks ISO. Now we need to figure out where to place our circle. All right, so come in here. We have a circle that, oh, this is hard to see, huh? This looks like the center. It looks like it's 1 inch this way, 1 inch that way. So a 2-inch diameter. And it looks like it's placed about 1 inch, 2 inches from the bottom, 1 inch, 2 inches from the left side. We can do that, no problem. So 2 inches across, 2 inches, 2 inches, everything's 2. Remember that, we're good. All right, I got to do a new sketch, create. I'm going to make sure I select this, not the planes. Select this face of the object. Use the pan tool to put it up in front of me.
Good morning, Comic Set.
Okay, and let's grab that circle tool by left clicking on the circle tool. So we want to be 2 inches up, and luckily it says it here. 2 inches up, but I can always move it. And then 2 inches over. Can't really tell where that is, but I imagine it's right around here. No, I can't really hard to tell. Let me be more precise with this. Let's do a line and make it 2 inches. No, I was there. I had it. And let's just make sure that's 2 inches from here. 2.5, see? Let me double check that picture. 1, 2, yeah, it's definitely 2 inches over. Okay, so it's not on the edge there. So what's that? Make sure you've got this done correctly. I just put a line in to figure out where it goes. It's 2 inches this way, and it's 2 inches up that way, right? I can see that it's 2. All right, so I don't need that line. It was just to help me put this in the right place. Get my circle tool, put it right on that dot. And I'm going to make that circle 2. So no problem. You can delete these lines, or you can leave them there and just extrude around them. I like to get rid of them because they confuse me. It's going to give you warnings because you have a dimension on there, but you can ignore that. Okay, so I got my circle where it is, and make sure you notice that it's not exactly on that line. We're going to finish our sketch, and we're going to go into ISO view and check that picture one more time. It looks like it goes all the way through. Without it telling us otherwise, we'll just assume it's a through hole. So you have to select both. So take a look at this. When you go to extrude, it's only going to select the part that's on the solid unless you do both. And then you drag it. All I had to do was left click it. And you can drag it anywhere longer than the width of the object or the depth of that object. And you're good. Hit enter. There you have it. So we'll do that like that. We can orbit it around, take a look at it. It's pretty neat, huh? All right, save your work. This is shape number 6, I think. Yeah. Don't forget. Thanks for watching.